today because I have been through a pay per view, watching Money in the Bank this year. I was really excited that we had 2020. We had a lot of women matches in at Money in the Bank. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every single minute of it. But and I understand that you're going through the press conferences. 1 minute. I'm just going to see if I can. Can't even, sorry. But I understand that you guys are going through the watching the press conferences right now. But today we're going to be doing something exciting and go through the matches and what went down to every single match of Money in the Bank 2023. And the first match that start off the women's Money in the Bank pay-per-view is the first match was Damian Priest defeated Butch, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Ricochet, Santos Escobar, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And the match went on for 20 minutes, 25 seconds. Now, when LA Knight came in, he was considered the favorite. He was considered the favorite, but he came out. He came out on the short end of the stick, thanks to Damian Priest. But there were some good highlights on that Money in the Bank ladder match. Money in the Bank ladder match. We saw some crazy moments when Butch did up huge moonsaults off the top of the ladder, and then we saw Logan Paul doing the blooming splash on Damian Priest on the ladder, and then we see Ricochet do a blooming Spanish fly to Logan Paul through the tables. But at the end, and it looked as if it looked as if it was going to win that ladder match, but unfortunately, Damian Priest had other ideas, and he went on to win Money in the Bank. And so I might not like the Judgment Day or their actions, but congratulations to Damian Priest. So first, how I rate it, it's not a bad match. It is amazing. I just don't know. I mean, I would give it a 4 out of 5. But I think it was when Ricochet did a Spanish fly to Logan Paul that stole the show. So that was the first match. Damian Priest won the match. Right, we move on to the second match, which is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defeated Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler by pinfall, and it was for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Now, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were determined to win back those tag team titles that they've never lost, and this match lasted for 9 minutes. And it was amazing match. It was really interesting. We all thought it was going to be another squash match, but we all know what happened. I know you understand. You saw the rest of it. The tail end of the match, I thought that Ronda Rousey was going to destroy Liv Morgan, but from out of nowhere, Shayna Baszler came down and attacked Ronda Rousey. Yeah, Shayna Baszler came down, and possible face turn for Shayna Baszler, and then Shayna Baszler just left, and I left Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan to finish off Ronda Rousey for the women's tag team titles. That's the result. I loved that match. I thought it was going to be a squash match, but Shayna Baszler, wow. So that was a good match. I would give that match a good result. Match number 3 was Gunther defeated Matt Riddle by submission for the Intercontinental Championship, and that match lasted for 7 minutes 45 seconds. I think Gunther had a real advantage because Riddle had that ankle injury, and unfortunately Gunther exploited it. The match did go back and forth all the way, but unfortunately Gunther made Riddle tap out, and Gunther has retained in the Intercontinental Championship. But his victory was short-lived because shortly afterwards, Drew McIntyre returned after his match at WrestleMania, and he wants to be the Intercontinental Champion. I mean, I just can't believe it. I mean, I just couldn't believe Drew McIntyre came back after months after his match at WrestleMania. That was amazing. And the match lasted, but unfortunately, it was a. But only time will tell if Drew McIntyre would win the Intercontinental Championship. Only time will tell. But that was Gunther beating Matt Riddle by submission, and I would give that. I don't know. It's a good match. But match number 4, Cody Rhodes defeated Dominic Mysterio by pinfall, and that match lasted for 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Wow, trust me, that is one of my favourite matches. I had to say, I understand that you people might disagree, but I have to say, when Dominic Mysterio's entrance music was played, the boos were absolutely so loud, and it was crazy. I mean, there's no doubt that Dominic Mysterio is the most hated man in WWE. But when Cody Rhodes entered, the cheers were loud. It was absolute hot ovation, and I loved this. And I loved how Cody Rhodes had his entrance attire, where he had the Union Jack flag on the back of the shirt, on the back of the entrance music. That was good. But it looked as if Dominic would run away and fight another day, but Cody Rhodes wanted none of that. But what shocked me, he took off the bloody cast. The cast that was put on after Brock Lesnar injured Cody Rhodes' arm before Night of Champions. But it didn't work out. Cody Rhodes beat Dominic Mysterio by pinfall, and that was a good match. And before the women's ladder match took place, we saw John Cena coming out with a good promo where he showed every single member of the WWE Universe in London, England, respect. And I would like to say thank you so much, John Cena, for that. And it was a slip of the tongue that he wants to bring WrestleMania to the UK. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. If you guys wanted to see that, if your people want to see WrestleMania in London, England, or any other place in the UK, just let me know in the comments. But Grayson Waller from Australia, well, he doesn't want it. He wants to have WrestleMania in Australia, but John Cena wanted to bring WrestleMania to the UK. That'll be awesome. If you want WrestleMania to be on the UK, let me know in the comments. Right, that was a good promo by John Cena, though, by the way. Right, we move on to the next match, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And shockingly, oh, for goodness sake, Io Sky defeated Bayley, Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, Zelina Vega, and Zoe Stark. And the match lasted 18 minutes and 5 seconds. Now, I picked three favourites who I want to win this year's Money in the Bank ladder match. One was Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, or I know, Io Sky. I wanted Becky Lynch to win or Zelina, but at the end it was Io Sky. But throughout that match, we saw some crazy moments, just like that. Just like the first match, the men's Money in the Bank, but it was insane. I loved the part when it looked as if Zoe Stark was about to handcuff Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch had her ideas. I like the part when Becky Lynch did that blooming manhandle slam to Trish Stratus on top of on that top of the ladder, on that ladder. That was insane. But one of the best moments, in my opinion, I think what stole the show was when Zelina Vega hit that code red. Wow. And then all of a sudden, it looked like Io Sky was about to reach for the briefcase, but Bayley indirectly pushed Io Sky off the ladder, and then Io Sky, but then Becky Lynch, Bayley were all climbing up the top. But crazy enough, Io Sky came up and handcuffed both Bayley and Becky Lynch to the ladder. He went, but then all of a sudden, then soon after, she reached and grabbed the briefcase and she's missed Money in the Bank. Congratulations to Io Sky. And to be honest, I would have given that a 5 out of 5 because that was a good match. But credit to Zelina Vega for hitting that big hit, man. That was that was awesome. Pardon me. Right, we move on to match number 6. Seth freaking Rollins defeats Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship, and the match lasted 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Wow. There's no doubt that Seth Rollins was the favourite on that match. I mean, I thought it was crazy. It went back and forth as well. I actually loved the closing points to that match. It was insane. It was halfway through the match. We saw Damian Priest, who won the Money in the Bank. He went in during that match, and he was about to cash in, and then towards the end of the match, just as Finn Balor was about to go for the coup de grace, Damian Priest came up and he almost distracted Finn Balor. It looks like he was about to cash in, but then Seth Rollins took advantage, hit him with a curb stomp, and go for the 1, 2, 3, and as a result, Seth Rollins has retained the World Heavyweight Championship. I love the tail end of the match when after the match when Finn Balor and Damian Priest were bickering at the end. Well, they've lost. Go back in line, Finn Balor. Right. And then soon after, before the main event started, we saw the undisputed tag team champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That was a good hit after they retained their tag team titles from Pretty Deadly. And now the moment of the main event. You all know what's happened. The Usos. This is the Bloodline. The Bloodline Civil War tag team match. The Usos defeated the Bloodline. And that match was 32 minutes and 10 seconds long, and it was back and forth, and the fans were getting under Roman Reigns' skin and getting on his nerves. And he was trying to, but Roman Reigns he was on. Wow. But then, when at the tail end of the match, it looked as if Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa were about to put an end to the Usos once and for all, but they kicked out. Like I said, it was back and forth. But the closing moments that you might want to know about, when Solo Sikoa was about to do a jump through to catch Jimmy Uso through the table, he missed and crashed and burned, and then that left Roman Reigns all alone, being super kicked, one and done, and then finish him off. Nice Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. Game over. Usos win, and not only they won, they handled Roman Reigns' first loss for over a few years. I mean, and it's now shown that Roman Reigns is only human. And that was a good match. That was a real nail biter of the match. I enjoyed it. But the overall for Money in the Bank, it was, I would have given a 4.5 out of 10. That was a good main event, in my opinion. That was a good main event. Good Money in the Bank ladder matches, crazy moments. We saw the return of Drew McIntyre, John Cena making a promo. We saw Io Sky winning Miss Money in the Bank. We saw the new women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. But what really shocked me was when I saw when Shayna Baszler turned on Ronda Rousey. That shocked me. But overall, that was a good pay-per-view. Now it's up to you guys. What do you think of? Which is your favourite match during those during that time? Make sure to let me know in the comments. If you like this live stream, be sure to leave a like, and can't wait to watch SummerSlam. I might not watch SummerSlam, but this is just incredible. I really loved Money in the Bank, and it was a good pay-per-view. It was a good, amazing event. Can't believe I finally watched Money in the Bank in London, England, and hopefully we will have a WrestleMania in the UK. We want a WrestleMania in the UK, and also if you all want a WrestleMania in the UK, hashtag WrestleMania UK, WrestleMania in the UK, or let me know in the comments if you want. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed my live stream of Money in the Bank 2023 predictions. If you like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more of my video. But I will be on TikTok occasionally. And let me know in the comments of what is your favourite match on Money in the Bank 2023. What was your favourite moment? That's it, really. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time. And of course, be sure to do the math. And also, roll on SummerSlam.